Now the fourth question is like, when did it start? When did this abstract algebra start? This is the question, and this is actually very interesting question. So it was started by this person, okay, Galois. Okay, so in this is the pronunciation in Hindi, Galois. So this was, he was only 18, I think 18 to 20 years old. So he was very young. Okay, only 18 to 20 years old. He is basically known as founder of, or I can say, okay, creator of this, abstract algebra. Of course, there are many other people like Lagrange is there. Okay, this Lagrange. Okay, there are some people who are in every field. This Lagrange, okay, Newton. Okay, so there are many people. They are in every field. In every field, you will see their name like Gauss. Okay, so this Galois is also there. Now he was only 18 to 20 years old. Okay, now let me tell you what was the actually thing, what was the actual problem, like why did it start. Okay, so let me tell you. So do you remember what is quadratic equation? If I give you for example linear equation, do you know what is a linear equation? Linear equation basically means that is, okay, this type of equation like ax plus b equal to 0, like, okay, this type of equation. This type of equation is called, I can say this type of equation is called 1 degree polynomial. This is degree 1 polynomial, or I can say this is degree 1 polynomial. Correct? This is degree 1 polynomial. Why this is degree 1 polynomial? Because x, the maximum power of x is 1. So this is degree 1 polynomial because the maximum power of x is 1. Can you solve it? Can you solve this? What is the solution? Can anyone tell me what is the solution? If I ask you what is the solution, the solution is very simple. That will be minus b divided by a. Okay, so that will be the solution. So you can notice that for this equation, this is degree 1 polynomial. For this degree 1 polynomial, you have solution. Agree? So this is degree 1 polynomial and you have solution. So a should not be 0, right? Of course, a should not be 0. So because if a is 0, then this is degree 0 polynomial, right? Yes or no? If you put a equal to 0, then this is degree 0 polynomial. So anyway, a should not be 0. Now this is a degree 1 polynomial, and in this is the solution. Okay, so can I say this solution, okay, now can I say this solution basically the value of x, or I can say this solution, can I say this solution is arithmetic? Like, can I say this solution is in terms of plus, minus, multiplication, division, in these terms, right? Yes or no? This solution is in these terms. So I can say this solution is arithmetic. This solution is a arithmetic because we are using, in this solution we are using these things, plus, minus, multiplication, division, these things we are using in this solution. Now let's take degree 2 polynomial. What is degree 2 polynomial? What is the degree 2 polynomial? This is ax square plus bx plus c. This is your favorite. I think this is favorite of everyone. So this is quadratic equation. This is known as quadratic equation. This is known as quadratic equation. This is called 2 degree polynomial. Why 2? Why we use this word 2? Because the maximum, okay, I can say the maximum power of x is 2. So that is the reason I can say that this is a degree 2 polynomial, because x to the power, this is the maximum. So this is degree 2 polynomial. Do we have solution for this? Can I say for this solution is there? Can I say solution exists for this? So yes, because you can give a formula, right? What is the formula? That is, what is the formula? That is minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac divided by 2a, known as Sridhar Acharya formula. Sridhar Acharya formula, right? Okay. So here, can I say this is the formula? So we have a formula for 2 degree polynomial also. I can say that this is the formula. I can say this is the formula for degree 2 polynomial. For degree 2 polynomial. Can I say that this solution, can I say this is in terms of plus, minus, okay, division, multiplication, and square, and this root, right? So I can say this solution is in terms of these plus, minus, division, multiplication, and root, this root. So, okay, correct. We have a formula. What about 3 degree polynomial? Can anyone tell me about 3 degree polynomial? degree 3 polynomial, degree 3 polynomial. Do you remember the formula? Do you remember the formula? Formula in basically, do you remember the formula? Formula in terms of plus, minus, division, multiplication, quadratic. Okay, in these terms, do you remember the formula in these terms? You don't remember the formula, right? We don't study the formula. So how do you solve it? Like if I give you this equation ax cube, I give you this equation ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d plus 0 equal to 0. How will you solve it? How do you solve it? In your school life, you have done this, right? So you solve it by put some value. First, you will put some value. For example, you will put x equal to 1. Let's assume you will put x equal to 1. If x equal to 1 is the solution, then what will you do? You will do this type of thing. This type of thing you will do. Then something will come here, something will come here, something will come here. Do you agree? Have you seen this? If I give you some, if I give you this, then what will you do? Then this kind of thing you will do. You will put some value, and then what you will do? Then you will do this kind of thing, and then you will find. So this, but do you remember the formula? Anyone remember the formula? No. But remember, there is a formula. We don't remember it, we don't study it, but there is a formula. Okay, why we don't study? What is the reason we don't study the formula? Why we do this? Because it is complicated. Yes, the formula is extremely complicated. Okay, so for this also, for this degree 3 polynomial also, there is a formula. Let me tell you, there is a formula for x in terms of plus, minus, division, multiplication, and square root, and this root. This is called root, right? So in these terms, you have a formula for x. But this is very complicated, of course. This formula is extremely complicated. This formula is extremely complex. But we have a formula. The point is, there exists a formula. Okay, so there is a formula. So for this also formula is there, I can say. For this also formula exists. And the same thing will happen for 4-degree polynomial. We never solve this because this is very complicated. So the same thing happens for 4-degree polynomial also. So for degree 3 polynomial or for degree 4 polynomial, the same thing will happen. So if you have a degree 4 polynomial, then for that also we have a formula. For that also there is a formula. Okay. So for degree 3, degree 4, basically degree 4, till degree 4, we have a formula to find x, and that formula is only using these things. Basically, we have arithmetic formula. So it will use plus, minus, division, multiplication, and root. These things the formula will use. Now the question, very interesting question. If you have a degree 5 formula, let me tell you, this was a question open for 365 years. So this was a question. If you have degree 5 formula, if you have degree 5 polynomial, this is the question. For degree 5 polynomial, do we have a formula? Do we have a formula? Do we have formula for x, to find x in terms of plus, minus, multiplication, division, and this radical means root? Okay, so do we have a formula for degree 5 polynomial? Let me tell you, this was open question for 365 years. Means mathematicians did not know whether there is a formula or not. They did not know. They did not know the formula. Also, they did not even know whether there is a formula or not. So this was open question. This was open question. Remember, this is not this now. This is not open question. Why? Because of whom? Like now, okay, because of whom this is not open question? Because of whom? Because of this person. Because of this 18-year-old Galois. Because of this person, now this is not an open question. But let me tell you that this was open question. This was an open question for 365 years. Mathematicians could not solve it. They did not know. They did not know whether there is a formula or not. And if there is a formula, what is the formula? If there is not a formula, okay, there is a formula. So mathematicians did not know. Then finally what happened? The answer is no. Let me tell you, the answer is no. This was open question, and finally the answer is no. there is no formula. For degree 5 polynomial, there is no formula to find the value of x. There is no formula. There is no arithmetic formula. Means using these things, there is no formula. And who proved by? It was proven by Galois. So Galois proved it. And to prove this, so Galois proved that if you have a degree 5 formula, if you have a degree 5 polynomial, then for this degree 5 polynomial, there is no formula. I can say there is no arithmetic formula. I can say there is no arithmetic formula. There is no arithmetic formula. And who proved it? This was proven by Galois. And how did he prove? He proved this using the concept of abstract algebra. So what he did, he used the concept of group. So basically he created a group. Okay. So basically he started the group theory, I can say. Okay. And to prove this, this was open question. And now I can say that there is no open formula for x. And to prove this, what he did, he created a group. And this group is known as permutation group. We will study this. When we study group theory, we will study this permutation group. Okay. I will give you some idea of permutation group because this is important group. Okay. Some small permutation group we will study. But anyway, the point is very simple that he used the concept of group. So he took an abstract concept, and using that abstract concept, he proved that there is no degree 5 polynomial. Okay. And let me tell you that after he proved this, he wrote a research paper. That research paper he published, he submitted, and that research paper was rejected. Okay. That was rejected. And then this Galois died. After his death, after many years, that research paper was accepted. Okay. And there is a very interesting story about this Galois. So this Galois, basically this Galois, he was a mathematician, but his research paper was rejected. So he was not getting any, I can say, any appreciation. He was not getting any appreciation. Also, his love life was also not good. Okay. And that is the reason. So basically there were three things with Galois. One, no appreciation for his mathematics. There was no appreciation for his, I can say, for his mathematics. For his mathematics, there was no appreciation because his research paper was rejected. His love life was not good. Okay. Not good love life. Okay. So some love troubles, whatever. Okay. So some love troubles were there. And the third thing, he was a politically, I can say, radical. I can say he was extremist. He was a political extremist, or I can say activist or whatever. So anyway, so he was too much into politics. And then what he did, he actually, because of these things, no appreciation, love troubles, and because of all these things, what he did, he was too much into politics. Okay. So he basically challenged someone for a duel. Okay. He challenged someone for a duel and he died in that duel. But before dying, he wrote this complete study. Okay. Whatever he had. So basically what he did, he challenged someone for a duel and then he died. And before he died, he wrote everything. So before his death, he wrote everything, whatever knowledge he had, whatever was his research paper, whatever was basically this group theory and all these things, he wrote before dying. So actually you can study this. See, this is written in a book. You can just read this on this article if you want to study why he was killed. So see this last paragraph. This last paragraph. If he had known that his work would be great significance to mathematics, life would have been more meaningful to him. As it was, he died a very disappointed man. So when he died, at that time, no one appreciated his mathematics. But now, at this point of time, okay, this abstract algebra, everyone is studying abstract algebra and it is given by him. Okay. So anyway, so I hope this motivation is clear to everyone. Like, what is abstract algebra? what is abstract algebra, why we study abstract algebra, what are the applications of abstract algebra, and who gave this abstract algebra. Okay, so this is a very interesting story about Galois. He was only 18 to 20 years old. Okay, anyway, so I hope this, like, you are finding this abstract algebra interesting now. Anyone here who is finding this abstract algebra some interesting thing? Because it has many applications in all the areas. In every area of mathematics, computer science, physics, chemistry, in every area, this abstract algebra has applications. Okay, there are a lot of applications.